Life is a roller coaster. There are twists and turns and ups and downs, and you never know what's going to come next. One of those turns that we usually hit at some point in life is that first we feel that our parents are out of touch, they're stuck in the 60s, they have no idea what's going on in the real world, and then at some point we shift. We shift into realizing that, hey, I'm doing that same thing that my parents said, and they're not so far off from what they said. Help, I'm turning into my mother, right? This is something that may happen to us, and we freak out not believing that this is how we turned out. It's not so bad. The Torah tells us when we praise the daughters of Tzlafchad, we praise them that they had such a strong yearning for the land of Israel, and they wanted to have a piece of Israel that they can call their own. So what you may think is that we're going to praise them and admire them, that they forged their own path and figured this out on their own, and it's something that we admire that they took this initiative on their own. But instead, the Torah teaches us a lesson. The Torah says that what we admire about the daughters of Tzlafchad is that they followed in the ways of their ancestor Yosef. Yosef had a deep love for the land of Israel too, and they looked at that and they got their values imbued by Yosef, and therefore they too wanted to have a piece of the land of Israel. The Torah is teaching us that more admirable than forging your own path, which sometimes you may make the right choice, but sometimes you may not, is when you follow the path that your parents and ancestors have given you, because they've shown the way of how to lead a life of fulfillment. So yes, life is a roller coaster, but you could sit back and enjoy as long as you remember what to hold on to. Have a great week.